I am actually doing this video for myself, but I'll probably share it with our existing team. I think there may be some value and training points in what I want to cover. I've always believed in the concept of documenting your journey, and I did a whole podcast about this over at MLM Success, session 120. Uh, the thrill is in the journey, it's not the destination, and I think sometimes people don't stop and take the time to be thankful for the path they're on and the journey that they're on. And I just want to look back over the last year with IHub Global because today is August the 20th, and we actually started a year ago yesterday. August 19th is when I actually joined uh, IHub Global after coming out of a uh, COVID, pretty bad COVID situation. But I'm so thankful for that because it made me stop, think, where are you? Where do you want to go? What's happening right now? And it was a good time for me because sometimes we get so in a rhythm of doing the wrong thing or doing the thing that is not as productive for us as it could be. You have to say no to a lot of good ideas so you have time for the great ones. And iHub Global, the iHub Meta program is the best opportunity I have seen in my lifetime. You know, a lot of people that are watching this over your life, over your entrepreneurial career, you've hit some singles, some doubles, maybe a few triples, maybe even a home run. You've hit a home run. Right place, right time, right work ethic, right mindset. You hit a home run. And I hit a home run back in the 90s, uh, when we started and built a company, a team from zero to over $100 million in sales in 5 years. And during that time, we helped, over 200 people on our personal team create a 5, 6, 7 figure income. And it was an unbelievable run. I believe what we have here is going to dwarf that. I sincerely do. So when I talk about my goal is to help 500 people on this team become 6 figure earners and develop 10 millionaires, I mean it. I mean it. I believe that's possible. I'm not just saying it because it sounds hypey or whatever. And people that don't know me and don't know my track record and aren't used to how I communicate, I can sound real hypey and a lot of fluff and whatever, a pie in the sky, but that's the opposite of where I come from. Um, if we and I want to look at the numbers and document them. And since we started, I've personally enrolled 338 people. We have about 5,000 on our team. My prediction is in 1 year, this number will triple and this won't go up hardly at all because I'm not actively trying to recruit new people at this point. I don't need them, don't want them. Uh, I'm looking for a certain type of person, and I know what I'm looking for. But you know, when iHub Global started, we were starting with the hotspots, and that's been, you know, it has been a challenge, but not because of anything corporately that's been happened, but because of the whole H&T blockchain and all the adjustments and updates that they're making and still making, and who knows how that's all going to play out. I'm still bullish on the project. A lot of other people are as well, but time will tell. At the time, it looked phenomenal, but a lot of changes have gone on, and it is what it is. It is what it is, and that's just part of being an entrepreneur. It hasn't been. It's not the first time that I've run into that type of situation. Won't be the last, and we don't know how it's going to play out yet. But there's been some challenges, and again through the blockchain, through H&T. But we'll all see how it all ends up playing out. And all any of us can do at any time in our life is make the best decision we can with the information that we have at the time the decision is made. But thankfully, here less than 90 days ago, the whole relationship and iHub Meta was started, and that's where our focus is. That's what everybody is so fired up about. And I think the future is just absolutely unbelievable. Uh, I cannot stress that when we started, we had, I think, 47 people from our APL Go team that joined us when we got started and went to work. And those people will always have a special place in my heart. Always. Don and I both. And then after that, the goat rodeo phase started where they offered free deployment. And when people don't have skin in the game, that's a nightmare. And the free deployment portion of IHub Global is just a wash, really. And then the challenge with the blockchain, and then finally IHub Meta hit. And what has happened in the last couple of weeks, really, really, it's been unbelievable. The quality of people that have been joining this team. People are coming out of retirement to get involved in this program, and it's just beginning. It hasn't even started yet. So the first year, when we look at it, 338 people enrolled, almost 5,000, approaching 5,000 on our team. I think that'll be over 15,000 within a year. This will probably be less than 400 is my hope, because I'm looking for specific people. And what people don't understand is, this year for me has been about getting the foundation in place, getting people to a certain level where they can run if they want to run, getting the foundation built. We've done that through our team training site, the Facebook page. We have a phenomenal group of people, very supportive, helping each other, and it's been really, really, really awesome. But what people don't understand, people are saying, "Well, Dale, you need to be on the book club every Monday, and Dale, it took you 2 days before I heard back from you, and all this." And guys, and again, I'm doing this for me because I want to be able to look back years from now and think, "My gosh, Dale, you know, look at what was all going on when all this was happening." And I just want to share this for my own documentation. But we have a lot going on. I mean, I answer over 100 emails, texts daily, phone calls every day, over 100, all day long. Plus, we have all these other businesses that we're trying to liquidate, and that's really been our focus this year. I think I shared with our team that this year for Dawn and I is going to be a year of liquidation. And we really haven't done as much as I needed to or wish I had. And we're not done yet this year. But I also have some assets that we've put some time into that if I can find just a little bit more time and just tweak up a few things, I've got an asset that I can sell right now and be profitable, or I can do some tweaking and make some adjustments and sell it for 3 times what I would sell it for right now. So I've tried to get rid of uh, a lot of assets, a lot of our web businesses and income generating websites, and I have many more I want to get rid of and liquidate, but I need to do some tweaks first. But you can see this is one of the accounts we sell websites from, and we've had 23 transactions, most of those this year. And, we've got 3 properties for sale right now. So I'm selling web properties every single day. A lot of you know that Dawn is one of the top 5 largest Hallmark resellers in the world. We buy out Hallmark stores. They're going out of business. We go in and liquidate those stores. We buy out collections. We've bought many collections. We've filled U-Haul trucks full of Hallmark ornaments and, flown into different places, rented a truck, bought out the collection, and got it back. And that's her thing. She loves it. I call her a Christmas nerd, and she loves that. But you can see, I mean, we've got and that this business is getting ready. The last quarter of the year, it's nonstop. It's out of control busy. The last quarter of the year, every year, and you can see this is just her Amazon store. and you can see all the different ornaments. And there's 23 pages here, just ornaments after ornaments. So this is a really good business. It's seasonal, but she stays pretty busy with it during the year. But the last quarter of the year, it just gets crazy. But we have to buy. We have Okay, so honestly, I forgot where I left off. I've been on the phone for about 2 hours taking a shower. Now I'm get back up. I wanted to get this done. Um, I think I talked about that we're in the process of just eliminating, getting as much off our plate as we possibly can, and we're selling websites. This is one of the websites we sell properties on, web properties. You can see we've done 23 transactions. Most of those are this year. Um, so we got that going on. Of course, I think I probably already talked about Don as one of the largest Hallmark collectors, resellers in the world. So I'm not going to cover that again, but just for my own notes for this time and place in history. Then we've got Wildcat Gifts, which is this is in my mind is going to be the business I'll focus on in my retirement when I can't do a whole lot less. But this is a really good business for us. Our e-commerce store here at Wildcat Gifts. So we've got that going on. Then I was going to liquidate a lot of sports cards, and when I really got looking at this market and seeing what I had, it's like I can't eliminate it. I love baseball. Baseball's my favorite sport, but I'm the best fan for Kentucky basketball, but I love baseball and always have. So you can see we've got over 500 listings now at a new uh, site we set up through eBay, CMG Sports Card Investments. So we got that going on, extremely busy. And then our For the Beach store as well, which is another e-commerce store that we have that we'll probably hang on to. But we're eliminating as much as we possibly can. And again, I just share this to say that, this is our focus. Um, a lot of people are asking and have asked and will continue to ask about APL Go. I get that quite often. And just to kind of give you guys that don't know, I would want to know if I was joining this team, what was going on with APL Go? Why did you make the shift? Why did you make the pivot? And I've just come to the conclusion that pros pivot. Pros pivot. Most network marketers don't. Most network marketers, they get in a company and they start developing relationships in those companies, and they don't understand that if they do make a pivot, that the relationships they will develop down the road are usually better and stronger if you're working with people that are smart enough to understand, what is really available and value their time and are going to put their time, energy, and effort where it's going to benefit them the most. Real entrepreneurs are focused on not just hanging out in the MLM social club as we have it today, but are really focused on building a real business. And Don and I both love APL Go. We love the company. We love the ownership, the products. It was a fabulous company. And, we did extremely well there. This was just something that our upline had done. Recognizing us being one of the best in the industry is an understatement. Not only have you been the top recruiters list 3 different times in your first 8 months, but you've personally sponsored well over 20 diamonds in your first 8 months, in addition to earning 2 cruises. Don and Delta Calvert are 2 of my favorite people on the planet. Your passion for this industry and the people who decide to take action in it is so inspiring. Thank you for trusting me and continuing to build with me. I appreciate you both very much. Congratulations on being one of the only people in this company to have ever reached the Diamond Flight Club 2 times in the same year. Honestly, I don't even know what the Diamond Flight Club is. And that's never been a focus. For me, it's always been about this. It's always been about the success of team members. Zig pounded in my brain, or I pounded in my brain, you can have anything in life you want if you do what? Help enough other people get what they want. So after this COVID I went through, and it was really good because it made me stop and think and focus. And where are you going, Dale? What do you want to do? What do you want to do the next 3, 4, 5 years? And this is the conclusion I came to. I felt like we had the very best team in this company, and I don't even think that's arguable. And I've started to realize that if well-trained distributors who consistently work, and that's a key fact. I'm not talking about social club people. I'm talking about people in the marketplace every single day, every single week, recruiting, sharing the product, sharing the opportunity. And if they're not able to recruit 3 to 5 distributors monthly in that company, APL Go, it wasn't going to be done, because ground floor, proven, coming to the United States, all the factors, everything was lined up. All the 4 stars were lined up with that company. And I just saw too many team members struggling. And, I've done a lot of talk about this on the podcast, but recently I did a podcast where I said, look, the consumable product network marketing business model is done. It's over. It's dead. It's never going to return. And the reason is the market out here is just burnt out. Most of the average people cannot distinguish the difference between a blatant pyramid scheme and a legitimate network marketing organization. They don't know the difference. If you've tried to advertise on any social media platform, they lump network marketing, legitimate companies, in with scams. They won't even allow advertising. So why fight that? And that's when, after COVID, I made the shift into really focusing all my personal self-education time into the crypto market. And then iHub and the hotspots were a good fit with that. And again, this was before IHub Meta and everything else that's happened, which is just mind-boggling. So the other thing I want to make sure that I do, that I document, this is real important. A couple of things. Number one, these are our 10 club members at this time, as of August 20th, 2022. And we will have thousands of 10 club members, but these are the very first. So if you see these people in an event, just shake their hand for being a pioneer here, for sure. And then the other thing that I want to make sure I document, I said this last Thursday night, is, and this is people don't understand this either, but it's real important, because this team deserves so much credit, and the example that people have set here is just phenomenal. So I just want to make sure we're really focused and I really cover this and document this. Everyone can talk the talk. Network marketing is full of people that talk the talk. Few can walk the walk. Over the past 2 months, there's probably not an MLM team in the world, in the entire world, that has had more people start from scratch and create a $2,000 plus monthly income in 60 days or less than on this team. It's not happened in any company, any group, anywhere in the world. And I believe that is a true statement. Of course, I can't document that, but I've never seen happen what's happened. And I have a pretty good understanding of what's going on in the profession as a whole. And the most important part, there's no team on the planet right now that has a clearer path to $100,000 plus a year. And this is the most important thing, because we don't focus just on the skill sets, but also the mindsets, and also has the confidence and assurance that they can do it. So Lastly, the last thing I wanted to just make sure I document at this point, the 1 year point on this journey. Let's go to the main page. And let's go to the Meta, IHub Meta. Oh, I'm already there. No, I'm not. IHub Meta. We'll go to the dashboard, and you can see the leaderboard here. And again, this is the week before the kickoff in Vegas. And we've got Carlos, who's in. I'm not going to go through every one of these people or give their whole history and background, but Carlos is in Colorado. Alan Knight. There's not a person I've worked with in the last 3-4 years who's devoted more time, effort, energy, and support to this team than Alan Knight. And I so appreciate him for that. And again, there's so many. I mean, I could talk about Bernadette and Philip and Kamala, and so many of you guys you understand this whole concept of team. And I'm so appreciative for all of you. But we have Carlos is number 25. Alan's number 23 in the country. This is for production during the beta test. Dan Bruni is my buddy in Frankfort, Kentucky. Dave West, I haven't had the opportunity to meet yet. We'll get to meet Dave in Las Vegas this coming weekend. Look forward to shaking his hand. Done a phenomenal job in the Minnesota area. Dave Buchanan, I never will forget the first time I met Dave down in Florida. Get to miss he and his wife will also be in Vegas. Dave's number 11 in this company. Dale and Sue Whitney, I've got to know in the last few months. Got a background in this business. They understand it upside down and backwards. Very experienced, very valuable members of this team. I've helped a lot of you guys sharing different videos as it comes to the technical aspect of this business. And then Don and myself, number 5 currently, and that's not our focus and it will not be. Our focus is, again, setting up the foundation for the team. And then Kamala Robinson, if you haven't heard her story, you need to. Nobody I've worked with ever in the history of building teams in the last 40 years have I seen transform and experience so much personal growth as I have Kamala Robinson. We're all very proud of her. So I think it's 8 of the top 25 people in this company are currently part of this team. So I just wanted to document all this. I don't even know if I mentioned For the Beach. I probably did. That's another e-commerce site that we have. So we just got a lot going on, and I just say all that to say this: document your story. Document your story. Take a lot of pictures along the path. We all travel the same road. Together, everyone can achieve more. And what we have in our hands, and some of you appreciate, those of you who've been around as long as I have, you really appreciate it like I do. Some are new, but when you just stop and look at the opportunity in front of us, the fact that people can realistically start from scratch and develop a 6-figure income realistically within their first year. Some have already done it on this team in their first 90 days. But can do it within a year realistically. I'm talking about average Joe that's willing to work, willing to expand their comfort zone a little bit, learn a few new skill sets, work on their mindsets. It's here. The opportunity is here. So if we look at my screensaver here, I'll just click out of all this stuff. This is my screensaver. And and by the way, this is at Rupp Arena where the greatest basketball team in the world plays. This is pictures from Rupp. But I really believe this is a possibility. And this is all I think about. This is why I'm here. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing. because the ripple effect that will come from this, and the families that, and the grandkids and the kids, the ripple effect from this will be unbelievable. And you're here now, you're part of it in the very beginning. This has been going less than 90 days, the beta test. And I just want people to really understand what's in the palm of our hands. And the most important thing is enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey. If you're willing to do your part, go to work, get in a consistent rhythm, the upside potential for you is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And I, for one, am just so thankful to be here at this time and this place in the history of this company. And I want all of you to know how thankful we are to have you with us on this journey. See a lot of you in Vegas. It's been documented, year one, and we haven't even started yet. Talk to you soon.